Greetings, I'm the Wizard Ozzie Bucco and welcome to my dungeon. And just like all of my other dungeon programs, it is only a place for very special guests. And he's sitting right next to me, the debut of the one and only Ironman Vinnie Blake. Now Vinnie, we were talking about juicing, and I was saying that to build blood, I bet raw beets with the greens would be outstanding. And then I made a little joke and said, well, you know, when companies want to fire somebody, they should just leave a can of beets on their desk and tell them to beat it. But anyway, getting back to the training. Yes, this is what I told the young man about genetics and about doing it the old-fashioned way. And if you don't have the genetics, the steroids are not going to help you. And but they don't care. They want shortcuts. They want shortcuts, and unfortunately, the kids are going to do what their friends do. They're not going to listen to older generation people that might have valuable information to help them out. And well, in your case, you're at a new gym. You're at Gold's Gym, and I asked before the show. I asked Ironman Vinnie Blake if they had hammer strength, and he said yes. And I said, well, I like hammer strength machines as far as machines go, because hammer strength allows you to plate load the machines, which is more challenging than, you know, changing the pins. And then I asked them, how are the hammer strength machines positioned? Because I believe in supersetting opposing muscle groups. Like supersetting would be, you know, 2 exercises together without rest, like chest and back, or biceps and triceps, okay, or hamstrings and quadriceps. This is called agonist, antagonistic muscle groups, because when one muscle flexes, the other one extends. When you flex your bicep, okay, your tricep is extending. When you're flexing your chest, doing a chest press, your back is stretching, extending. So it has to do with flexion and extension. So those are two good, that's a good exercise system. Another popular system is push and pull. One day you do all push muscles, like one day a person might do chest, shoulders, and triceps, because when you push something, that's what you use. And then pull would be forearms, biceps, and back. Push, and then one day will be all pull muscles. You know, not to say that you're gonna be whacking off. That, you know, I don't want you people to include that as a pull muscle. That's a different topic that we can address at a different moment. But anyway, these are popular workout systems.
Sure.
But I love the kettlebells. Most of all, the Persian clubs, the kettlebells, and maybe I can, there's no room to really work them, but maybe I can just do a little something. Keep the camera where it is. I don't know if I have room for it, but you know, like I did in the other videos, myself and James Madonna have authentic traditional Persian clubs made by www.revolutionclubs.net, the only company in the United States to make traditional wooden Persian and Indian clubs. But these are stainless, these are steel clubs encased in rubber. Just keep the camera over here while I get one. Okay. Now you could see it, right?
Nope.
All right.
Let them know the weight of that one.
Yeah, well, this one is 25 pounds. Well, you see it? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
You see it? You see it?
Don't hit me with it.
No, don't worry about it. Camera person, do you see it? Yes or no?
Yep.
Okay. Now, because of torque, this is a club bell. Now, because of torque, all right, and this one has an extra long handle. Because of torque and the weight being on the opposite side, it's much more, it's way more challenging than conventional weights, dumbbells, barbells, or machines. And even more challenging than kettlebells. Okay, and this one here, a mere 15-pound club bell is equivalent in force to a 75-pound dumbbell or 54-pound kettlebell, but I do like kettlebells. All right, I'm just doing some cleans to order.
You should let them know if it's a little bit too heavy, you could choke up on that.
Yeah, if you choke up higher, people,
the weight.
It makes it easier for you, and that's how you increase and decrease the resistance. I'm just doing at the end because I'm the Wizard Ozzie Bucco, and I choose to do it the hard way. All right.
You should let them know, like with those, if you sometimes if you implement a squat in with it, it works your legs also.
Oh yeah, if you do, like for instance,
it gets like an endurance.
If you do a flag press. All right, let me get this thing off my hand.
How long have those club bells been around, Ozzie?
It's a relatively new invention, really. I don't know exactly when.
Because like I was saying to JP, I got the 10.
You can do a flag press and do squats. Okay, but with one, because it depends on how heavy the club is. Anyway, I'm going to return this.
I should have
that was
brought the kettlebell. I got the kettlebells at home.
Oh yeah.
I should have brought one of those.
The kettlebell, for those of you people that don't know what a kettlebell is,
looks like a little cannonball with a handle on it. Yeah,
it's about 100 years old, I believe, from Russia. Of course, it had a Russian name. It looks like a cannonball with a cast iron
handle,
a U-shaped handle, and outstanding. Much heavier than a dumbbell, probably because of torque, the way the weight is distributed. But anyway, those were power cleans. Bringing the club to order, whatever.
The one thing I don't like with my kettlebells, I got the 26-pounders, but like every time when I bring them up,
you got two of them.
Yeah, and if I bring them up like this, like the ball comes out and slaps me in my wrist.
Well, it's supposed to come. You're supposed to flip the kettlebell over so the ball is behind you.
Yeah, but
like this.
It's still. I tried different positions. It kept slapping me right in here, and it was getting to be a little bit of a nuisance after a while.
Starting to annoy you.
Yeah, because you lose your concentration.
Yeah. But as far as supplements go, you like whey protein, Ironman?
Yeah, right now I'm back using it. I'm using it's made by Iso Pro, I believe it was ICOPRO.
Yeah.
And I'm really having some good, beneficial,
good results with it.
Yeah.
I like the healthy and fit anabolic whey pro amino. It's the reason why I like it.
Isolate whey? Or?
No, it's healthy and fit product. They're from the early.
Oh yeah.
From the early 1980s, and they don't advertise in magazines. They choose not to, but the reason why I like it is for 1 2-ounce scoop, sugar-free, sweetened with stevia now. Okay, so it's safe for diabetics and people on the Atkins diet. Okay, no calories. For 1 2-ounce scoop of this whey protein that costs under $20, very good price. Okay, you get 45 grams, I believe, of whey protein, where if you got a competitor that does advertise all the time, like Designer Whey, maybe 21, 22 grams perhaps. But this is 45 whopping grams of whey protein, and you don't even need a blender. You just shake it. You just shake it up, and you can get it at the vitamin shop or or whatever. Just Google it. Go to Google Shopping and see who has the cheapest price. And it's a very good value. I mean, 45 grams.
Chunky, or does it dissolve
well? It blends instantly. You don't even need a blender.
With the old ones, I remember back in the 80s or whatever, it was like with the Joe Weider stuff, it didn't blend well. It was always like chunky, that was chalky when it came out.
That was soy-based protein. Well, of course, Joe Weider's boys would advertise, you know, the old Muscle and Fitness magazine. You'll have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Steroid guys.
I
drink way too.
I owe everything to Joe Weider's products.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what I would do without Joe Weider. The Master Blaster Joe Weider. I drink, what was it, High Pro 101 or whatever, that old time shake.
God.
And all the kids would think, gee, if I lifted weights and drank Joe Weider's delicious muscle building protein
I'll be
drink,
on the front of that magazine.
I'll be winning contests. Yeah, right. Maybe Diana Ball or Anadrol or whatever. But the thing is that you know, my favorite supplement is the oldest supplement of all, and I started taking it again. Old-fashioned desiccated liver from organic Argentine cattle, from the pristine pampas of the Argentine. Desiccated liver capsules, 500 milligrams. It's so cheap. That big bottle, 250 capsules, was like a few bucks. I got it online through Swanson Vitamins from North Dakota. It's so cheap, and I feel a lot of energy. It even, all of a sudden, you know how when you wake up, a lot of guys get the pee hard on, you know, the boner from urination, and then after you urinate, it goes down. Well, since the desiccated liver, without any ginseng or anything else, the salsichi, boing!
Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock, like a piece of granite, even after the urination. So, and it's been happening ever since the consumption of the old-fashioned desiccated liver. And at one time, Vinnie Blake, this was the only product for weightlifters back in the early 60s and even, I think, maybe the 50s. Desiccated liver, and it's so cheap. And if you...
What is it? What is it, desiccated? What is it?
Desiccated liver is, what they do is they take the whole livers from organically raised cattle. Can't use the livers from cattle from the United States. They're full of hormones and antibiotics. Anyway, and what they do is they take the fat out with a natural process. They take all the fat out of the liver, and then they dry it, desiccate it. They dry it. They remove all the water with a very low temperature method without destroying the nutrients, and you end up with this powder that has no water, no connective tissue, and no fat. And then of course you put it in capsules so it gets right in your system, and it's loaded. It's a powerhouse of vitamins and minerals and unknown factors. It's just a big boost. A lot of B complex, vitamin A and D, protein, aminos, and minerals, iron.
And that's through Swanson, right? Yeah,
Swanson probably has the best state-of-the-art vitamins with the lowest price. They have very sophisticated supplements, like everything you've mentioned to me, Swanson has. Even that special arginine that you like to take.
Yeah.
Arginine, the best natural alternative to Viagra. Amino acid arginine, but this is a good arginine. This is better than regular arginine.
Yeah, I should have brought it with me. I didn't think of it.
Well, if you take arginine on an empty stomach before you go to bed, it'll stimulate human growth hormone. But you have to take at least 2 grams glutamine and arginine. At least 2 grams of each. And you got to make sure your tummy is, empty, which is not easy. And then you go to sleep and.
Yeah, some of these outfits, they recommend that you take it like every 4 hours on an empty stomach, if you can.
If you can.
Yeah.
Well, it takes several hours just to completely digest your meal. I mean, I don't know. It sounds very hard to do.
Yeah.
But so you've tried different products. Have you tried any of the Tribulus ginseng? Yeah, we got to take a break. Time.